Good evening, America. I am Eric Little. It is the 21st day of October 2020. It is National Medical Assistance Recognition Day. And with everything we've been going through in this pandemic, I just want to be the first to say thank you. We recognize your efforts. There are 13 days left until the end of the general election. I am near my home in Southern California this evening, and this is the plain truth. So we're going to talk about a couple of things today. Number one, after all this nonsense that Trump is spewing about, oh, if Biden wins, China wins. Turns out this man has had a secret bank account in China this whole time. He's been doing business with the Chinese government and their dictator this whole time. Even that doesn't bother me. A lot of people do business in China. What bothers me is that it turns out that you paid last year $188,000 in taxes to China. So let me make sure I got this straight. $188,000 in taxes to China, $160,000 to pay off a porn star, but only $750 to the U.S. government. Got it. He's a real patriot. You know, that money, when you pay taxes, some of it goes to the military. So just to make sure I got this straight, you're supporting the Chinese military, but you won't pay your taxes here to support ours. Okay. So again, reason number, you've lost track of reasons not to vote for Donald Trump. It's hilarious that these people at these rallies, he's having a rally in North Carolina this afternoon. They expect 15 to 30,000 people to pack into this place, no mask, and then you wonder why our numbers are going crazy. Now let's talk about this guy, Scott Atlas. Yikes. They got rid of basically the coronavirus task force in favor of this guy. So why did Trump pick this guy? Because he saw him on Fox News. And because, remember I told you he was lazy? It's because his strategy is the laziest of every single strategy, which is herd immunity. Basically open up everything. Schools, churches, hospitals, concerts, ball games, pack them to the brim, and just let the virus do whatever it does. Now, according to experts, that would mean somewhere between 3 to 4 million of us dead. But hey, that's fine, as long as the economy's open. Who cares about those people? Pre-existing conditions, old people, who cares? Of course, all experts say that is complete nonsense. So I saw Scott Atlas doing this, he was doing a interview with the BBC. And the guy at the BBC asked him, well, you're advising the president and Dr. Fauci's advising the president, but you have two very different points. How do you square that? And his response, and I'm not kidding, you can go look this up, was, well, we just come at it from different points of view, as if it's in a matter of opinion. Said he's a virologist. This guy has been studying these things his entire life. Scott Atlas is a radiologist. I'm not against radiologists, they're important, but you listen to a guy who takes pictures of people's brains over a guy who's an epidemiologist, a virologist who's been studying this stuff and advising presidents in both parties for 50 years. The reason why he picked him is because his approach involves doing less. Just letting it run its course and open up the economy and everything is great. Listen, he said, Scott Atlas said, well, I don't have anything against Anthony Fauci, but we have a whole task force. He's just one guy on the task force. Okay. Patrick Mahomes is just one guy on the team of Kansas City, but pretty important, right? Michael Jordan was just one guy on the 96 Bulls, but yeah, I think they needed him. So this whole he's just one person philosophy, yes, he's the most well-respected infectious disease doctor in the world. Why our president would not want to listen to him, it's going to take somebody smarter than me to figure that out. I guess I don't understand. This doesn't seem that difficult. You have somebody who has knowledge of a subject that you don't have. That person is willing to share that with you. Why are you not willing to listen to him? Just try to think of this in any other aspect of life. Your car, the engine is smoking. You're an accountant for a living. Doesn't mean you're not smart, but you don't know anything about cars. The mechanic who lives next door to you said, let me look at your engine, pop the hood and let me help you. And you're like, no, I don't want you helping me. There's a dentist that lives up the street. I'd rather have him look at it. That's basically what we're doing here. We're eschewing the people who are most equipped to deal with. Not only are we eschewing them, we are mocking people who will listen to him. The other day, Trump said, oh, well, Biden's elected, he'll listen to the scientists. Like that's a bad thing, right? And Biden responded in one word, yes, I will listen to somebody who knows what the hell this is about. I've been a politician, and before that I was a lawyer. I don't know anything about little droplets. You know, this guy, Fauci and Birx and all the rest, Redfield, that's all they do is study these things. They're probably pretty good at it. Like I always say, think of it in any other aspect of life. If you've been working at McDonald's for 40 years, and all you've done in that 40 years is make fries. You didn't run the counter, you didn't make burgers, you didn't sweep the floor. All you did was make fries. Your fries should be pretty damn good, shouldn't they? Again, I'm not talking to these people at Trump rallies. They're lost. There's nothing you can do with them. You know, you just have to triage those people. I'm talking to people who may think that I don't even want to bother to vote. I just don't like anybody. Here's what I say to you. On January 21st of next year, only one of two guys is going to be president. It's not going to be a third-party candidate. It's not going to be Jill Stein or any of these other ridiculous people. Either Donald Trump or Joe Biden is going to be president of the United States in 2021. You have to decide which one of those you would like that to be. All this stuff that happened last time in 2016 with Gary Johnson and Jill Stein and all this other nonsense, Bernie or bust people. This is what you get when you're not mature, when you act like a child. There are only two choices. Yes, I wish there was 15 choices, but there aren't. There are two, right? It's like this old joke that's going around. It's, you know, you go into a restaurant and there's only two things on the menu. One is tuna fish, the other is rat poison. And you're sitting up here saying, well, you know, I really don't like tuna fish. You know, that's ridiculous. There's only two choices. We tried to tell you this last time, Gary Johnson voter and Jill Stein voter, and you didn't listen. So you voted, you wasted your vote on one of these people who there's no way in hell they were going to become president, and this is what we got. So, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. Now they have an advantage on the Supreme Court, and now they may overturn Roe versus Wade. So if you're a Jill Stein voter, what do you think now? You know, maybe you can name your rape baby Jill Stein. You understand what I'm saying? These things have consequences. You can't just throw it away. Maybe we learned, maybe we haven't. I guess we'll find out in 13 days. And that is the plain truth, as I see it. And I am Eric Little. Good night.